to develop the know. You had to been working on granite for that long. They don't have granite. That's why none of they damn so-called ziggurats even had granite. They use mud. Okay, I don't need no motherfucker to show me how to make no mud mound, nigga. We used to play in the mud all the goddamn time. Shit, nigga, we used to get shoe boxes and put mud in it. It don't take no great motherfucking masons and shit to make no mud mound. You just get enough nigga with buckets and shit, and y'all keep dipping and shit and piling that shit up till you get the height of the mound you want. It don't take no great architects to make no mud mound. You go all over the world and these niggas talking about a mound. A mound. These niggas aboriginal niggas. They talking about the mound. You go to goddamn Mesopotamia, they talking about the mound. Nigga, we didn't develop so far out the mound, it don't make no goddamn sense. Okay? So now look at this. You're looking at the pylons of the ancient Egypt. You're looking at the front facade of an Egyptian temple. Now look at the doorway now. Look at the doorway. Now when we go over here to Persepolis, Persepolis is in Iran. We're going to show you the extent of the Africans. You understand? As they go even into Iraq and Iran, and I'm proving it to you. Okay, look at this. This is in Persepolis. Let me go back so you can look to the left. You see where Persepolis is at in Iran. And you see the Egyptian doorway. And I'm going to put it right next to it so you can see that. Okay? This is that. And then based on the history, it says that Cambyses, when he conquered Egypt, he carried away Egyptian architects. Okay? And so they didn't have this before the Egyptians got there. You understand? Proven beyond. When you go to all these land masses, why is the most ancient of everything that's in of Egyptian characters? That's just facts. You can go right there today. This is in Iran, okay? And then you can see that there's nothing but a pylon of doorway, the front facade of an Egyptian temple. Okay, I don't know if your lying eyes is fooling you or not, okay? Look at this. This is Iran, and Persepolis was constructed around 550 to 330 BCE. If y'all saw that movie, 300, and tried to put the Africans in there, they tried and made them, made the immortals look all wicked looking and shit. And then Xerxes was a damn homosexual and this, that, and the third. They did everything they could do to, make the African aspect look bad. Now, if you look to the top right and you look to the bottom left, you looking at the facades of Persepolis, and you can see the winged sun disk right there, which came up out the Nile Valley. That's Nile Valley worship. So not only is the architecture African, the worship is African. Okay, this is totally an African civilization. It comes. So if the Hebrews and all of this in Mesopotamia is first, prove to me that they was first by showing a more ancient structure and show us how the Africans borrowed from them. You cannot do that. The African is older than Persepolis by thousands and thousands of years. So there is no goddamn comparison. Okay, let me keep it moving. Again, at the top is the Mesopotamian, and at the bottom is the Egyptian, the winged sun disk. Okay, and you can see that the so-called woolly head African. You can see that. And watch this. I want y'all to see this. And you see they woolly head Africans. I want y'all to see this peckerwood. Look at this peckerwood. Now I'm so glad he went and stood his silly ass up there, because that's a beautiful picture. That's the goddamn Iranian over there today. And that I keep telling you, that hair is what, that what kill their ass every time. You understand what I'm saying? That's what killed their ass every goddamn time. You know he lying. You know that's not him. You can look dead at his damn hair, and that kills the game because he even got it in his beard. You understand what I'm saying? He got woolly hair on the top of his head and woolly hair in his beard. Those are Africans, okay? They ain't black Arabs. Them is Africans. They got the same religion. They just in a different colony. You understand? So there is, differences, because that's any land. You're going to have differences. You see what I'm saying? But you can see that that's woolly haired African. Now, let me come back up here. We working out today now. Let me come back up here. Let me show you some more, these things from Nimrod. I got to show you this. Now, look at this. Let me go right here. The first flag of Iran. Do y'all see that? Now, that's at the museum in Iran. There, the number of the plate is called plaque. It's a plaque of Lazuli, Pace, Persepolis, Akhmenid. Okay, that's the period in which it was constructed. So you can see the sun, you can see it's nothing but Heru, because when you come here, this is the first flag, and then you come here and see it's nothing but Heru. Okay, again, go look it up. All you have to do is put in Google the first flag of Iran, and these will come up. Okay, these will come up. And then you come over and see that is nothing but Heru. Okay, Persepolis. Okay, you see the falcon, which is nothing but the griffin. You understand, which is nothing but an extension of Heru. This is Cyprus II. If you look at his crown on his head with the two serpents coming out the side, you see is nothing but the same crown on the head of Tutankhamun. Okay, it's an African crown on his head. Okay, and the one in Africa predates the one in Persia by thousands of years, because Tutankhamun wasn't the first one to have the crown on. Okay, so right there, that proved right there, that's almost 1,000. Tutankhamun almost 1,000 years older than Cyprus. Okay, now this is another king of Mesopotamia, Persia. No, the first, and you see he got the moon and the sun did crown on his head, which you see right there on the head of Tahuti and many other gods of ancient Egypt. Let me keep it moving. There's Ishtar, which ain't nothing but a corruption of Isis. You see what I'm saying? Once you know the original, you can easily see the fake. Okay, again, this showing you a bigger version, and then the Muslims took it from the goddamn the Persians and the Mesopotamians, and later they used some of the same symbolisms in Islam. Okay, this is Xerxes. Okay, he ruled Persia around 485, 465 BC. Right there, you see the lotus in his hand. Okay, which is sacred in Egypt. Okay, again, showing how many similarities must I show you to prove hands down that it's an African religion ain't just as easy as I can show you the African. Why can't nobody show you the Hebrew? Why can't nobody show you anything out the Bible? And I can easily show you the Egyptian. All right, let me get a sip of this water. Hold on. Let me get a sip of this water. All right. All right. We back in the game. We about to bring it home. Okay? These are some other artifacts that they found at Persepolis. These are other artifacts that they found in Persepolis. Okay? I think this is at the Oriental Institute. I think this might be in Chicago. Okay? They found from Persepolis, Iran. That right there is the ram, the sacred ram of Egypt. Okay, sacred to Khnum. Sacred to the Khnum. Sacred to Ra. Okay, let me keep it moving. A plaque-winged sphinx ivory, Nimrod. Okay, where's Nimrod at? Let me get you Nimrod. So you can know where Nimrod is at. Let me get Nimrod to you. Let me bring that down so y'all can know where Nimrod is at. Let me get it down here so y'all can see this. Okay, Nimrod would be up there where Nineveh is at. That's actually Nineveh. Okay, up at the top. So when you're looking at this is where they found that at. Okay? We talking about that far from damn Egypt. So they're not showing y'all the extent of the African empire. We proving it hands down that that's the extent of the African empire. Y'all need to look this up so you can see it. Also found in Nimrod. That looked just like an Egyptian pharaoh. Okay? Where is the biblical artifact? You can even see the winged sun disc at the top. All of this is Nimrod. There is no biblical evidence. The evidence is just what we said, that landmass was under the control of the Ethiopian Kushite, and the evidence proves that. Okay? All of this. You would think this was in Egypt. This is not Egypt. This is in Phoenicia. This is in Iraq. This is in Iran. Okay? This even up into Turkey. You understand? Okay? Even the two goddesses with their wings touching. And you will see on King Tut's sarcophagus, you can see the 4 goddesses with their wings touching. Okay? That one right is from Phoenicia, 8th to 7th centuries BC. Okay? 8th to 7th centuries BC. You understand what I'm saying? That's even at the time of the so-called supposed biblical prophets. And Egypt's hand was that far to the east, into Iran, and so that just let you know that Israel, or what they want to call Israel, was under Egyptian control. They will not tell you that the Ethiopia empire went all the way past India into China. Okay? We bringing the evidence today. So when we talk about global African supremacy, we backing it up. Okay? All of it. The carved ivory plaque depicts a man standing with an Egyptian hairstyle. Okay? The man has 2 wings and holds a snake. Okay, Neo-Assyrian period, 9th to 7th centuries BC, from Nimrod, Mesopotamia, Iraq. It's still in Iraq if them goddamn Arabs ain't destroyed it by now. Okay, to the right, an Egyptian-looking man. They always say an Egyptian-looking man. Why is it an Egyptian-looking man, motherfucker? Because it's an Egyptian. Oh my God. These motherfucking crackers is crazy. They right up there, an Egyptian looking man. You know why he's an Egyptian? Because it's a goddamn Egyptian, motherfucker. Neo-Assyrian period, 9th century 9th to 7th century BC. Okay? And this was damn near the fall of Egypt. Just to show you that the population was still the dominant population throughout the landmass. So all of this is coming. So the dominant culture of Iraq and Iran and of what was called Palestine was Egyptian Kushite. It was the dominant culture. Now, the question I'm going to ask you again, how is it possible? You see the lotuses, you see the Egyptian hairstyle, you see the wings. How is it possible for you to find this much artifacts from ancient Egypt, that far from Egypt, and you find no biblical evidence whatsoever? Because that was a created lie to redirect the narrative. You understand what I'm saying? To give them some type of hold on African lands. And so they had to create a God that would create a mythical book that would give them permission to seize the land from our people. But the fact is, there is no prophets, there is no biblical net, there is no Israel, there is none of that. All that shit that they claim they finding, that shit is made up just like the damn Dead Sea Scrolls. They ain't found no major artifacts yet. The oldest artifacts that ever been found in the land of Palestine, Israel, are Egyptian. Let me keep it moving so y'all can see this. Even what they call, okay, now this is some of the one, this is in the museum, okay? Over there, the Babylonian, okay, you see? And then look at the Susa, which is Iran. Look at that. That's Persepolis. You see how dark their damn skin is? You see the woolly hair? Both of them are woolly hair. But the one from Iran, you can see is cold black. Now that's in the museum in Iran. I didn't make it up. I didn't color it in. I didn't do none of that. Okay? This is how it looked in Iran. So you can see for your fact they black, that they Kushite. And the only man on this planet that gonna have hair, woolly hair in his head, in his beard, and have that black skin is a damn African. There's no other people on the planet that possess them two characteristics. Hands down, leave it alone. Stop lying to the goddamn people. We got to wake up today. When you look at the Ishtar Gate, there ain't no goddamn Ishtar Gate. That's the damn pylon. That's the damn Egyptian doorway. Now, the one to the right is Nubia to show you that they copying. They copying, family. The one to the right, which is the African, is the oldest. You can't keep saying that Mesopotamia started all civilization. That the lies up. You got to come up out of that today. Okay, we showing you the evidence. The evidence is hard, is undisputable. Look at this. Let me go to this one. You see right here, again, coming out of Phoenicia. Okay, coming out of Phoenicia. Okay, attachments of the mistress of animals and water, and you can see that it ain't nothing but Heru. It ain't nothing but Heru. So we proving, goddammit, these is African gods. Where your God at? Huh? You all them goddamn Mesopotamian God is nothing but watered down African deities. In many instances, they the same African deity because these is African people. Okay, these is African people, but later on they will become Ishtar and all these other, these other so-called Mesopotamian deities. Let me keep it moving. Let's go down here. Let me get back on track. I want y'all to see these ziggurats. Okay? Nothing but mud. This is another one. You understand? Look at this. You understand? They never built with granite. Okay? So you're not going to tell me you came into goddamn Africa and built a pyramid and you didn't keep none of that knowledge for yourself? You still building with mud? The only way you could develop to build a pyramid, you would have had to been working on granite for fucking hundreds of thousands of years to get that good. They never created one fucking structure in granite. They never used masonry. Masonry is stone. So they were not masons. I'm tired of that. You know, you're not a mason by putting some goddamn mud together, a mud mound. That's not masonry. When you dealing with masonry, nigga, you dealing with stone, nigga. That's what a mason is. You dealing with stone. You cutting stone, nigga. There is no stone on this structure. This is a fucking mud house. That's all in there. And over the years, that shit just melted down to what it looked like today. Okay? So they'll draw all this shit to make you, you know, again, they put them bricks up there to make it look like something. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they did. They put this shit up here to make it look like something. This is another one, you know, where they put some brick on the outside. It's technically a mud fucking mound. Again, showing you the woolly head Africans in Persepolis. Black skin, you can see the curls in their damn hair. And then you see the Arab down there, and he got the goddamn camel. If Mesopotamian came in and built the pyramids and did, why you don't see no camels on the goddamn walls of ancient Egypt? You ain't never seen a camel on the wall of ancient Egypt. Nowhere. Nowhere do you see the camel. Okay? So when the people come in and they're gonna bring, you know, the more profound parts of their culture. Just like when you go into you see ancient Egyptians, profound deities. You see their hairstyles and this, that, and the third. If the Mesopotamians had anything to do with ancient Egypt, you would have seen that goddamn camel, which you do not see. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. So you see right there, they've been fucking with them camels for a long fucking time. Let me keep moving. Now look at this. Look at this. Today, you see them over there, the so-called ISIS, they going in there destroying that shit. You know, that they know it ain't theirs. They know it ain't there. You can see them